Hi everybody, Chris Stokes from Custom Fitness here. Talking today about not overthinking it. Just staying focused and getting it done. That applies to so many areas of our life. I bring out a BOSU because a lot of times as people start to play with these things and they start to find their balance on here, at first we may start to just stand and balance and step side to side and find kind of a new level of stability within instability. And a lot of people tend to overthink balance, they overthink nutrition, they overthink exercise, and they really start to fail as they overthink it. So I've had numerous people, they get on a BOSU. This is technically what we would call the easier side. If we flipped it over dome side down, that would be a little harder to stand on and shift your weight and maintain. But we may start here and they may not have very good balance, and that really starts to lead to them overthinking. Am I pushing too hard with one leg, or am I leaning in my toes, or should I bend my knees, or am I doing something right? And then you start to add an exercise with it, maybe an arm curl or a shoulder press or even into a squat, and they start to overthink even more. So the problem becomes that when our focus isn't on our direct path, our direct goal, if you will, of performing an exercise or getting to the end of our 12-week program or following our healthy eating plan every day, if we're not focusing on the right things, we tend to overthink on the wrong things, and we take away from the good that we could do on the right things. So in our balance example here, if I start to overthink on my toes, am I putting too much weight on my toes, then I start to put too much weight back on my heels, and then I start to fall over backwards. In our nutrition, if we start to overthink, I really can't eat this, and this, then we start to narrow down what foods can I eat, and oh no, I don't know any meals to cook with those specific foods, and we start to narrow our focus so much that again, we bring failure into sight. Same thing happens with exercise. I see it all the time, especially during the summer. People start telling me, I haven't got my workouts in this week because I really just wanted to go outside. And I have to tell you that, the same thing I tell them is that all the exercises we do are on, at the most a mat, and they use very little equipment. You could take a couple dumbbells outside or some bands or something and go out there. You don't even have to take the mat. You can go do it at the playground with your kids, or you can go, out in the park or out in the backyard and get your workout done outside and be able to enjoy both. But we always seem to have not necessarily an excuse for everything, but more of a narrow focus where we've almost got blinders on. The only thing that we can see is the way that we absolutely think that it should be done if it was 100% perfect. The problem with that is nobody's 100% perfect. Everybody can come close. Everybody can try really hard, but we can't be 100% perfect. So what we ask is that, you try your best. You give your best every day. You remain focused and you get it done. So we try to work with our clients on that flexibility of what I call living outside the bubble, so that way then they're not focused on perfection every day, because life is not about perfection. There's nothing that you could do outside of staying inside your house, inside your own little bubble by yourself, to create these changes, and eventually that bubble gets really lonely and you crave the outside world. You want to go out with friends to dinner, and you want to go and hang out with friends and do something other than your workout for 4 hours a day and things like that. So we really try to focus on creating that path that makes things a little more simple. Now, you may or may not care what we do here. You want some good advice to do at home. So at home, whenever you're starting a new direction, a new journey to a new goal, whatever that goal may be. Maybe it's something completely outside of fitness. Maybe it's time management. Maybe it's taking better time to spend with your family and things like that. Any goal that you choose can come under this aspect of overthinking. And so if we find a way to take the blinders off and start to see that there are options, maybe we don't understand the options, or maybe we don't quite know how to put those options together, or what kind of options go with this option. It's almost like a toddler looking in their closet trying to find an outfit that matches, right? They've got lots of options, but they don't really know how to use them or how to put them together in a way that other people might not look at them as though they were completely odd. So same type of thing goes for adults. Whenever we look at new options, new ideas of things, we don't always know what to do with them. And that's where it's nice to get some help from some sort of a professional. Obviously, I prefer Custom Fitness, in case you didn't know that. I'm a little biased in that, but I feel like people need that extra support. You need that extra way to know what I can put these things together. So case in point today, my example that I'm about to post about later, that you'll see her pop up on the screen, because I'm so ecstatically proud of her. I just can't even tell you how awesome it is. We have a client that's been with us for about 8 weeks now. And she came into to us originally because she was diagnosed as a diabetic. and was hoping to get help with her blood sugar levels to be able to get off the medicine that they just put her on. And it was pretty severe blood sugar levels. Her A1C originally started out over 12, and that's pretty darn high. So they put her on medication, and she's been in with us for about 8 weeks now. And what we talked about today in relation to this, talking about overthinking, is that when she first got diagnosed, she went out and bought a ton of diabetic cookbooks and found all these things and stuff and started looking through them and thought, man, these foods look terrible. I don't want to eat any of this. If this is how I got to eat, I don't know if it's worth it. And started trying to figure out the answers. And she came to us and she found out that, you know what, I still can eat food with flavor and I can eat some different things. I'm just going to know how to put them together. So today we talked about some new recipes and got her some new ideas. Well, the part that I'm proud about for her is not only that she didn't overthink it and she got it done, she asked for help. And through asking for help over those 8 weeks, she started out with an A1C over 12 that is now down in the 6s. She started out with weight to lose, and now she's lost 17 pounds. She started out with inches to lose, and now she's down 16 inches. And she didn't do anything crazy. When she went to the doctor, they asked her, how on earth have you done this, and what has been so drastic of a change? And she said, quite honestly, I've just started changing my lifestyle. I've started exercising, I've started eating right. And the thing with that is that she not only did that, but she had to do it without the blinders, because if you go into that situation with blinders on thinking there's only one way to do it and it has to be 100% perfect, you will not get it right. But she took those blinders off and she has made some great changes. So I'm so excited to be able to post about her later and put her picture up there holding her sign of what all she's done. But really proud of her today, and I hope that today gave you a little bit of insight on how you can take the blinders off and start to see that there are different ways to do things. Maybe the program that you've purchased or the gym that you're at isn't providing all those resources to you and you need a little extra help. That's what we do. We're a personal training studio. We're not your technical gym. It's not a come and go thing. We are here as coaches to help you, to provide solutions for you, and to make things more simple. My goodness, fitness and health has become so complicated that you can't hardly tell which way's up anymore, because one day something's good for you and the very next day it's bad for you. So we as coaches do all the research. We stay up with trends in the research community, and we make sure that we're giving people the most simplified version of what they need so that they can actually get it done no matter what and quit overthinking it. So if you'd like our help, feel free to give us a call, 806-322-3188. If you would like to have a group type setting and you just want to try us out for a little bit and you think maybe if they had something like that, I'd try it out. Well, we've got a 6-week group setting coming up, October 30th. Downsize starts. It's our last downsize for 2017, and I promise as soon as October 30th gets here, I'm going to quit telling you about it. But until then, if you have an interest in losing up to 2 pant sizes, in losing 15 inches or more, in losing about 10 to 15 pounds or more, then I would love to talk to you. I'd be happy to get you an application for that. We only take 20 registrants, and we're running out of space. So if that's something that you're interested in, you've been on the fence, then I would love to be able to talk with you and see if you're the right fit for that program and if we're the right fit for you, more importantly. So hope you have a great day. Hope you got something good out of that. Now quit making excuses and go get it done.